Thanks for watching this video about the Music Australia Export Development Fund. I am speaking from unceded Gadigal land and I pay my respects to elders past and present. This video will run through the budget section of the application form for the Export Development Fund. There are a few important points to flag before we run through the form. Unlike many other grant programs, your budget for the Export Development Fund does not have to balance to zero. That means you may have a surplus or deficit for your activity. Music Australia recognise the reality that export activity, especially in the early days, may not make a profit, and that all costs associated with export have risen significantly in the last few years. We also recognise that for some, there will be export activities that are making money, and we want to support that success and the opportunity that may present. For us, seeing the reality of what it is costing or what is made from export activity for different types of artists at different stages of their careers is helpful in developing and evaluating these grants. To complete your budget in the application management system, firstly, you need to enter the amount that you are requesting up to the category limit. So for this example, I am going to enter a request of $12,000. Please check the guidelines for the limit for the category you are applying for. Once you have entered the amount and press save, the rest of the budget will open up. Next, you need to provide the detail of your match funding and other income. So in this example, keeping it very simple, I will click on the green plus sign on the right-hand side next to match funding and add details of my match funding. Use the drop-down boxes as a prompt for the types of match funding, income, and expenses that are relevant to this fund, and use the other option for anything that's not listed. In this example, I have advanced ticket sales of $8,000, which I will enter here, noting if that is confirmed. I am making my own cash contribution of $4,000. That equals the $12,000 I am requesting. The match funding must be equal to or above the total amount you are requesting from Music Australia. I then go to the expenses section and add my expenses. In this example, I will add $5,000 for flights, I will add $5,600 for accommodation for the artist and the band member. And last of all, I will add $7,000 for artist fees. Please note, if you make changes to this section, the total expenses won't automatically recalculate until you resave the form. So don't be concerned if the figures don't match before you have saved the form. We recommend giving as much detail as possible. So for example, breaking down the accommodation cost per person and number of nights and so on. Your application is likely to be stronger if you give clear, concise details of your income and expenses. The example we have used for this video is very simple, and yours may have an additional lines under the match funding, income, and expenses section. As I mentioned earlier in this video, your budget does not need to have a net zero balance. If your budget has a surplus or deficit, please give a short, clear explanation in this section of the application form. Once you have completed your budget, make sure you attach evidence of your match funding in the support materials section. If you do not do this, your application may be ineligible. If you have any questions after watching this video, we recommend you read through the guidelines webpage. And if you're still unsure, contact Music Australia at musicaustraliagrants@creative.gov.au or our artist services team. Contact details are on our website. Thank you for watching.